Hey YouTube, and welcome to the Road to Rainhill, episode 2. So, if you'd watched the previous video, Road to Rainhill, episode 1, you will know that myself and Sasha are competing in the CrossFit Rainhill trials at the start of May, so we're about 4.5 months out at the minute. And what we're trying to do, we're trying to document as much of our training as possible and nutrition, just to show you guys what we're getting up to. So, what the hell is CrossFit, here you say? Right, CrossFit is basically the sport of fitness. So you've got Olympic lifting, you've got gymnastics, you've got running, sprinting, swimming, burpees, the lot. You've got to have a little bit of everything in CrossFit, which makes programming quite difficult because you've literally got to be able to do everything. That being said, I have had a little bit of a setback. So a reoccurring shoulder injury caused from playing rugby a couple of years ago has just started to sort of come back, and what I'm trying to do is just taper back sort of all my overhead stuff, trying to fix sort of my posterior chain just from years of training chest and biceps. Got a little bit of a shoulder impingement because I'm training this muscle so much, or I had been training this muscle so much. My shoulder started to slightly overcome, and I'm just getting a little bit of a pain right in the joint. So a lot of my programming at the moment is all posterior chain work, so a lot of back work, glute work, hamstring work. That being said, your programming obviously has to adapt to injuries, because if you're going to get an injury, stopping doing everything is probably the worst thing you do. So at the minute, I'm sort of in phase 2 of my final push towards the Rainhill trials. I'm just sort of adapting my training. I'm really focusing on areas where I'm weak on at the minute. So, my workouts, depending on what sort of day I've got, I usually try and train for about 3 hours. So whether I split that up in 1 session, 2 sessions, or 3 sessions, really depends on what else I've got on in the day, whether I've got clients or I'm recording or editing, whatever. I need to sort of be fitting in about 3 hours. They usually split up to strength session, conditioning, and like activation and working on weaknesses, stretching, lots of flexibility and mobility work. So what am I actually doing today? Right, so today I'm just going to be spending about 15 minutes doing some basic pulling exercises just to tighten up the back, and then I'm going to spend about 10-15 minutes doing some glute activation work, and then I'm going to be doing a conditioning session with Sasha in about 40 minutes. So all in all, should get about an hour's worth of decent training in, hopefully. Then I can get some food. Yeah, food, that's a good point. My food at the minute is literally eat anything I can get my hands on. So as long as I'm getting my protein in, so I'm on about 200 grams of protein at the minute. It's worked out about a gram per pound of body weight. I might increase that slightly soon. Fats and carbohydrates, just pretty much what I'm burning in the day. So I'm burning around 4,000 calories. So I'm trying to match that. Getting 4,000 calories in is no easy feat. I'm trying to use some weight gaining protein shakes just to get the calories in, because I'm so busy in the day. I have to be super organised with my food. I don't use pre-workout very often. I only ever use it when I'm really, really tired. And today, I'm really, really tired. Or when I train heavy squats. And the one I use is this Tank Smash, because most pre-workouts are pretty much the same, and this costs a tenner. Bargain. Wait till this kicks in. I look like a kid in Sankey's, wired out of his head, double dropped. I won't be sleeping tonight. So my shoulder's nice and loose now, ready to get the barbell out and get set up for my circuit. You going to help me out, Sash?
Yeah. So you're out then?
I always like to use Sash when I'm doing like my conditioning sessions, because I'm pretty cruddy at training on my own when it comes. I like to use you to get me going. Yeah, it's always better doing like, I've got a pretty grueling conditioning session now, so it's always better to train with someone, I feel.
Here he is.
What are you doing?
Stretching my groin.
Look like you're enjoying that.
No.
Oh my god, your hands are freezing. Look who it is. He's been ill. He's been ill for a week. Oh, you're just in time. You can join us. Ollie's been poorly for a week. Do you reckon he should do this session with us, Sash?
Yeah.
Fancy it?
Oh, stop being so happy with everything.
Not like this.
Yeah. And then actively do a back squat and just sit back.
Oh my god. Oh.
Is it like...
Oh my god, that's so uncomfortable.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god, I'm going to give birth. Oh, next time I'm constipated. I've gone cross-eyed. I've gone cross-eyed.
Isn't it well painful?
Oh god, yeah. Oh, I think I've split my gooch. Whoa. Right, so obviously, wow, that pre-workout has definitely kicked in now. My face is itchy. Oh, give me some weights.
Hurry up.
Right, oh yeah. Right, okay, so obviously mine and Sasha's programming's a little bit different, but we're doing the same EMOM. EMOM. What does EMOM stand for?
Every minute on the minute.
Every minute on the minute. So, every minute on the minute for 33 minutes. So, minute 1 for 35 seconds max effort. Sasha's going to do thrusters. I'm going to do deadlift. Minute 2 for 35 seconds. So you get a 25-second rest.
Good maths.
I'm so good at maths. Not good at English, but alright at maths. Yeah. And I'm doing ring rows. Minute 3, 35 seconds, max burpees, kettlebell swing. So as I was explaining before, my session is solely focused on posterior chain. So lots of pulling work, lots of butt work. What are you doing?
I'm just basically building a bit of an engine and just doing as many reps as I can, not really technique.
Let's see how we get on. Oh, it's quite a lightweight, this one. Only doing 60 kilogram
It's meant to be light.
deadlifts,
It's
yeah.
33 minutes, so if it's heavy, you won't get through it.
Yeah, let's see how we get on. Right, last round now. Felt like it's been never ending this, my grip is just dead. Not time. That 60 kilograms feels like about 180. Yeah, but I've got a Mars yogurt in the fridge. Rolo yogurt.
What are calories in that?
250 calorie yogurt.
170, mate.
She's in a bit of a bad mood today. So. Oh god, a bit emotional. Right, so I think I was averaging about 10 deadlifts. Started off way too quick, I was on like 15, so changed that. My grip was just going out to keep switching grips because it was just dead. So I was averaging about 10 deadlifts and about 20 swings and about 20 rows. So how many rounds was it in total? 11.
11 rounds of everything, so 33.
Yeah, so like
33
200
actually.
kettlebell swings, 200 rows, and about 100 deadlifts. What were you averaging?
Started at 12, went down to 10, 8. Overhead, everything was overhead, so shoulders are dead.
Yeah, it's all about like adapting when you're going through those. So as you become more experienced, when you start in longer workouts, you just know whether you can keep that pace up, and you have to sort of like swap and change. And
The thing is that it's not heavy.
no, it
It's
wasn't
not
heavy at all. 60 kilograms.
It's
I
long.
can. Yeah, it's really light. But by the end of it, oh my god, my
Perfect
forearms.
example of muscular endurance.
Yeah, that is proper muscular endurance. Oh my yogurt.
Oh, I've got Scotch eggs.
So post-workout, contrary to belief, you don't have to have your protein shake immediately after you train. You're not going to lose all your gains.
Anabolic window, mate.
That is a load of crap. But I'm always so hungry once I finish. So my post-workout, I've got probably like, I'll scan it into my fitness pal, but these yogurts are amazing if you're trying to keep the calories up. About 180, 200 calories of yogurt, so I've probably got about 400 calories of yogurt. And then I like to use a weight gaining shake, so about 600 calories in this, about 53 grams of protein. I'll only tend to have one of those a day. I can usually get about my calories in through food, but I do have to use some sort of like calorie pumpers to get it up there. What are you having?
Scotch eggs.
Scotch eggs. Sasha's obviously on a lot lower calories than me. You're doing about 2,000 at the minute.
2.5 on a big day, 2 on a lower day.
Right, so hers are a bit up and down. Mine are, I pretty much burn the same amount of calories throughout the week, so I'm just hitting 4,000 each day. So obviously everyone's going to sort of have like a different calorie burn, but especially when you're doing stuff like this, like higher intensity stuff, you really are going to go through some calories. Right, stretching off, food, more sessions. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe. Even if you didn't like the video, just subscribe.